Hello, BookTube. I received a late book haul today. I had two pre-orders with Book People that came in this afternoon, and I also ordered two swing volumes of poetry from Zenith Books through a Libra. So let's start with the two swing volumes of poetry. First up is Donkey Gospel by Tony Hoagland. So this is from William Matthews. In Donkey Gospel, there's an underlying sweetness to the poems, and a gratitude for having survived so much human fecklessness, including, of course, one's own, and these complicate the poem's anger and puzzlement, and rumple their severe surfaces. The resulting mixture has much of the complexity of a personality that willingly weathers its own perplexities and experience rather than shrugging a pose of competence and trying to ride out the storm. Also picked up She Heads into the Wilderness by N. Maria Macari. So this is from Alicia Ostriker. Our world needs poetry that can speak openly of body and spirit, their desire to live. It needs poetry that can speak to our difficult time about our cohabitation with nature. She Heads into the Wilderness is an important book as well as a beautiful one. It is populated by beasts, insects, birds, human children, and men, growing and dying things, and among them walks an open-eyed woman who happens to be a gifted poet. Is she our foremother Eve? Yes and no. No and yes. Read her words. Walk alongside her, line by line, phrase by phrase, and take pleasure and wisdom from Anne Marie Macari's radiant poems. So the reason why I picked up both same volumes of poetry is that I have been dipping into the Autumn House Anthology of Contemporary American Poetry, and these selections from both Tony Hoagland and Anne Marie Macari, particularly Anne Marie Macari, really excited me. So I wanted to pick up some collections from the both of them. As far as the manga, I pre-ordered Eden Zero, Volume 29 by Hiro Mashima. Shall we play a game? The planet Milts is hidden amongst thousands of dummy planets and should be safe from Void and his crew, but somehow an intruder appears with what seems like the ability to stop time. Only Rebecca is immune to the intruder's time-stopping ability, and she does her best to stop the intruder. But things escalate when the one intruder becomes many. Luckily, an old friend appears, and together they face the mysterious enemy in a game. So, Eden Zero is one of my favorite manga series that's currently ongoing. It is just finished off its run in Japan and will likely finish out its English translation run sometime next year. Because I think the volume will end with 34. So yeah, really excited to get to this. And I also picked up volume 2 of Gokurakugai by Yuto Sano. The troubleshooters of Gokurakugai are open for business. In a rundown town without law and order, Alma and Tao accept work from clientele of all creeds and cultures, and they're always ready to dole out justice against human-devouring monsters that lurk in the shadows. They'll take on any case as long as the price is right. While investigating the case of the serial hanging murders around the temple where he and Tao previously fought a horde of Manga, Alma runs into a mysterious young man. He's so timid and quiet that Alma graciously surrenders one of his beloved snacks to the stranger, but there's a reason Tao says to be careful with the quiet ones. Yeah, looking forward to reading that one as well. So to do a quick Steve Pyramid, we'll start with the poetry since they are taller books. Donkey Gospel by Tony Hoagland. She Heads into the Wilderness by Anne-Marie Macari. Gokurakugai Volume 2. And Eden Zero Volume 29. Wait. There. So really excited for that. So I guess with my pre-order with Book People, I think what they did was they kept Gokurakugai Volume 2 back and just bundled it with Eden Zero when it came in. So anyway, BookTube, I will be back tomorrow with more 2024 library tour and probably a tag video. So until then, thank you, have a great evening, and stay safe.